Alright everybody, welcome in to this new More Weather Forecast video. My name is Becky Moore and I'm back here in the weather studio for your weekly weather rundown. It has been a week, so we're doing another one of these, and stay tuned till the end. Waterloo, Illinois is going to be the small town spotlight, but we got loads of stuff to talk about. 3 systems, if you count this one, going on in the Northeast. So let's get straight into it, looking at what we got going on with accumulation still to come across the northeastern part of the country. Boston, we're talking about 3 to 6 inches still to come today. Albany, around 2 to 3. Portland, Maine, could even get 6 to 8 inches to come. I'd say around 6 inches is a safe bet there. Through Binghamton and Scranton, around 1 to 2 inches. So take a good look at that. That's the accumulation still to come throughout New England, and those biggest totals are going to be through western Massachusetts and central Massachusetts up through coastal Maine and New Hampshire. Now, let's get into your weekly weather rundown. Looking at tomorrow, we already got a lot going on with that second system coming into the central United States. Here's our low pressure center. There's our snow through Omaha, down through Salina, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas. Big, heavy snow as we go through Monday with that heavier part through central Kansas and Nebraska. And then down here to the south, through the central Gulf states, we actually do have an enhanced and slight risk, 2 out of 5 and 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather tomorrow. So please be prepared down there. Damaging winds, hail, and a tornado cannot be ruled out, but damaging winds and hail, you really do need to be prepared down there. So please be on guard tomorrow. Have a way to get those warnings. Everywhere north of there, north towards Joplin is where that line is, the winter mix rain line is. It's all going to be pretty much rain for a lot of people there. It's going to be heavy rain. And then that wintry mix from Kansas City all the way down through Boston, and another storm system with some moisture coming in to the northwest tomorrow. Now, here's Tuesday, and we got another big look at this system that we're tracking. It's going to be moving off to the northeast, bringing some backside snows to St. Louis, but that will not add up to a lot. Chicago getting in on that heavy snow right on that line, though, so could you have some sleet falling with that snow? Yes, that's possible. Detroit, you're in that wintry mix, and even some snow all the way into northern Pennsylvania, but that will be overridden by the heavy rain. And then another slight risk for severe weather on Tuesday, so not tomorrow, but on Tuesday, south of Atlanta. So this includes places such as Columbia, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida here, Tallahassee, Florida, Wilmington, North Carolina. So we'll have to watch that. A line of storms is expected, so please be prepared down there on Tuesday. Again, have a way to get warnings. And then again, we're going to have that big swath of snow, big swath of rain south of it. And then that system that we just saw, it's kind of strengthening here with snow throughout the northwest and western areas, heavy snow in the Cascades, and then some rain over there near Portland and Seattle. Now, let's go and see what the snow totals are looking like, and they're pretty significant for a lot of people. So our main bullseye is going to be from Omaha through Des Moines and through the Quad Cities with 8 to 12 inches of snow all around that, including Green Bay, Sioux Falls, and Chicago. We're talking about 6 to 8 inches of snow, and then south of that we get 3 to 6, and then we get 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and then less than an inch in St. Louis. It was looking maybe we could get a shovelable snow in St. Louis. All hope is gone for that. It's going to track too far to the north, actually right over the city, which of course is not a good track for St. Louis. North Platte, Nebraska, 3 to 6 inches. Minneapolis, around 3 to 6 inches of snow. And then Grand Rapids here could get in on a couple of inches. And then there's that small pocket in Pennsylvania and West Virginia for that northeastern snow. Now back to the regional forecast. This is what we're talking about for the regional forecast here in the Midwest. Chicago, on Monday, you're going to be starting out cloudy. Kansas City, first city to have that precipitation here with some snow on Monday, rain, snow mix, so it's going to be a little bit of a wintry mix. Still could see some accumulation. Des Moines and St. Louis, you'll be riding alongside Chicago with that with not snowiness, but that cloudiness. Tuesday, everyone's having snow besides St. Louis. That's where we're probably going to be seeing that rain-snow mix. But Des Moines, Kansas City, Chicago, you're going to be getting in on heavy snow bands. That's when you're going to see your accumulating snow in these areas on Tuesday. So Chicago on Tuesday, make sure you stay home. School closures are almost a given. We're really expecting that from Chicago through Kansas City and through Des Moines. Des Moines, you're getting maybe even up to a foot of snow, so please be prepared for that. You're going to see plows out here in the next couple of days because this is why. You're going to have that accumulating snow on Tuesday. And then through Wednesday, that precipitation moves out. Sunny in St. Louis, mostly cloudy in Des Moines, partly cloudy in Kansas City, and just plain old cloudy in Chicago. Here are your totals. In Chicago, 3 to 6 inches of snow. If we overperform, you could get around 6 to 8. I'd say a safe bet for Chicago is around 5 inches. Kansas City, 2 to 4 inches of snow. Des Moines, that's where we're going to have our heaviest totals, 5 to 8. And again, you could get 8 to 12 if we overperform there. And then less than an inch in St. Louis. As a snow lover here, of course, I don't like that, but it's just what we're going to see because that track is just too far north. Now back to our weekly weather rundown. Wednesday, that system moves off into Canada. A couple of lake effect snow showers here in the northeast, some snow showers here in the upper Midwest, and into the west. There's that system. That energy is going to be dropping down into the southwest Wednesday through Thursday, and you can see that energy, it's dropping down. This is going to be the energy associated with our second storm this week. Our second storm this week for the Midwest, late this week. This is the energy that's associated with it right here. That's the energy. And then we also are going to have more energy moving in to the northwest, just having rounds and rounds of that. That's a rainy season in Seattle and Portland. You're not going to catch a break this week. It's going to be rainy. Mudslides are going to be probably a problem. Cascades really racking up those snow totals, could get up to 90 inches in some place, really racking up those snow totals. But let's go into Friday because here we go. That energy is going to form into a system, and again, this is where it gets a little more iffy. This will change, so stay tuned for the forecast. But this system starts to get its act together. Now, will the low be up towards Oklahoma City? Will it be here? Will it be even more south? Will it be north of Oklahoma City? We don't really know that right now, but this is the latest model run guidance, and you start seeing snow in St. Louis. You start seeing snow in OKC and Tulsa. Rain-snow mix in between the rain and the snow, and then a large swath of rain from Atlanta down through New Orleans, Birmingham, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee. But what I want to talk to you guys about here is we are going to have snow showers over here, but what I want to talk to you guys about, see this interstate right here? That's I-44. That is the I-44 interstate. If we see a track go through Memphis, that's an I-44 storm. So it would bring a lot of places that didn't get hit by this system in a couple of days. It's going to bring those areas snow. Now, is that confirmed? Do we know that to be for sure? Absolutely not. That can change. But if we see this sort of track over Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky, that's going to be an I-44 storm that brings places like Springfield, Missouri, Tulsa, OKC, and St. Louis with snow. And when we're looking at the temperature maps, we're going to have that rain or that cold and warm boundary around this area. So that sets up the perfect ingredients for a big snowstorm for a place like St. Louis, for a place like Springfield, Missouri, for a place maybe even like Indianapolis. So we're going to have to watch the system closely. I think you got a better chance for snow in St. Louis with this second system. And then as we go into Saturday, Friday night, you'll get that heavy snow in St. Louis according to the latest model guidance. Again, exact timing, not for sure right now. Not even accumulation, so we're not going to look at that. But we see that snow move into a place like Indianapolis, move into a place like Toledo, Ohio, and into a place like Detroit, Michigan. And then we get that rain into the northeast. It's a rainstorm into the northeast. And then another system coming in Saturday to the northwest. Again, you're not going to catch a break this week into the northwestern United States. But this system, Friday through Saturday, really need to watch. It's going to be a big system, strong system. Blizzard conditions, I'm not even trying to hype this up. Blizzard conditions are very possible with this strong storm. So I'm telling you guys, through these areas, you could get big snow Friday through Saturday. Now, can that change? Absolutely. Stay tuned for the forecast. Now, before we go to our small town highlight, we need to look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. And behind that storm I just showed you, there's going to be an absolute punch of Arctic air. This isn't cold air. This is Arctic air. We're talking wind chills in the negative, temperatures in the negatives. And that's because we're going to, again, have that Arctic air spilling down from Canada And look at that. Look at all the blue on that map. 6 to 10 day outlook, January 12th to January 16th. And just look at that big time spillage of cold air. This is going to happen, and this is what's going to set up for a storm track that could be very favorable for these regions like St. Louis, Indianapolis, Central Illinois, Oklahoma, Kansas, Northern Arkansas. So we're really going to have to watch that. Missouri as well. This is going to set up for a storm track like this, and we could see snow through these areas. Stay tuned. Again, I'll probably have another forecast either on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday. Now, this is from Waterloo, Illinois. Thank you, Sam, for sending your town in. This is a picture of him out in the snow with his dog. And here is the weekly outlook for Waterloo. Again, thank you, Sam, for sending your town in. So on Monday, we're going to have cloudiness with a high of 44, low of 37. Tuesday, some wintry mix could be possible, though it will likely be mostly rain with a high of 45, low of 26, so that's pretty cold. Wednesday, you're dealing with sun, gets a little cooler as that cold front comes in. 40 degrees as your high, 30 degrees as your low. Thursday, 46, mostly cloudy with a low of 25. You can see those lows getting colder here. And then Friday through Saturday, that's that system we were talking about that could bring significant snow to central Illinois and southern Illinois. Here it is, Friday through Saturday. Again, your snow chances could change. You could get a lot of snow, you could get no snow. But for right now, there is a signal for snow Friday through Saturday. There's not a forecast for snow, but there's a signal for snow. So that's why I put it on here, because there's a good chance that you see some type of wintry precipitation Friday through Saturday with a high of 36 on Friday, low of 18, that Arctic air spilling down. Saturday, high of 27. Again, that Arctic air is going to be spilling down, making it very easy to have some snowfall if the precipitation ends up being in place. 17 is your low. That Arctic air is really going to be coming in. And then Sunday, a week from now, high of 23. So that just shows you how cold it's about to get in the United States, and also how snowy it's about to get. Alrighty, that about wraps up this More Weather Forecast video. Make sure you subscribe. Go follow me on X. Stay tuned for these forecasts. Be prepared across the Midwest for that big storm, especially Chicago, Des Moines, Kansas City. As always, stay prepared out there, and I will see you soon with more weather.